The rounds of the soul. 18th round in the divine will, Jesus' public life, the death of Lazarus and the storm at sea, sleep of Lazarus and the sleep of Jesus. My beloved, as you continue your public life, you proclaim your divine word everywhere and console the afflicted. You hear a mother crying as she accompanies the body of her son to the grave, and you cannot resist the tears of a weeping mother. You approach the casket, bring the young man back to life and restore him to his mother. My love, may my I love you accompany you as you restore life to the person who has died. I beseech you to restore to the life of grace the many souls who are dead to your divine will. In this way the divine will shall no longer shed tears, which are also your tears, as it has for centuries and with greater love than any mother, on account of the many of its children that have become dead to your will. O my Jesus, my most sweet life, your love takes you everywhere. Called upon to raise a little girl from the dead, you do not refuse. Holding her by the hand as if to raise her, you say, the girl is not dead, but asleep, and you restore her to life. My love, how many there are who sleep in the slumber of their human will. I therefore bid my I love you flow in the act you perform of bringing the girl back to life. In so doing, I ask you to extend your right hand over all people and bring them back to the life of your will. All it takes is the mere touch of your creative hand, an act of your power, to free these souls from their slumber of the human will, and form the first group of the children of the kingdom of your divine fiat. My merciful Jesus, another moving scene awaits you. Martha and Mary Magdalene approach you to tell you that their brother has died, and they weep. You are so touched that you weep with them and ask them to take you to Lazarus' grave. Once there, you command that the tomb be opened. Upon seeing that after only 4 days one can no longer recognize him nor approach him on account of the foul stench that comes from the tomb, you shudder, tremble and weep, and with an authoritative voice that trembles on account of your great sorrow, you exclaim, Lazarus, come out, and you raise him from the dead. My love, in raising Lazarus from the dead, why do you weep and experience so much sorrow? And Jesus, pressing me to himself and I to him, made me experience his sorrowful heartbeats and hear his voice resounding in my heart that said, my little daughter, Lazarus represented all mankind steeped in sin and reduced to one putrid corpse on account of the human will. He vividly portrayed the evils the human will produces and that made human family unbearable for me to behold. Hence the foul stench emanating from his tomb that made me weep and tremble with sorrow. Wherefore I ask you to weep and pray with me. O life of my heart, I weep with you and impress upon each of your words, my I love you, I adore you, Lazarus, come out, to compel you to repeat these words to every human heart whilst pouring out your tears like a blessed dewfall, saying, come out of the grave of your human will and return to the life of my divine will. For in hearing your authoritative voice, all will rise to establish, on earth, the kingdom of your fiat. My beloved Jesus, I will not leave you for one instant. Although I am incapable of properly expressing myself, nevertheless I can say to you, I love you, and I interweave all of your acts, steps, words and tears with my tiny I love you, and beseech you to establish on earth your reigning and dominating fiat. I now follow you with your disciples as you are asleep on the boat. Your sleep is a symbol of the rest you wish to grant those who will live in your divine will. But this storm rages to the point of striking fear into the hearts of your apostles, whereby upon waking you, they cry out, Master, save us. We are perishing. O my Jesus, this storm represents the tempestuous human will that, raising its impetuous waves in the sea of life, threatens to drown us. My sweet Jesus, with my I love you, I unite my voice with the apostles who cry out, Master, save us. We are perishing. I entreat you, with the same authority with which you commanded the storm that engulfed the apostles to be still, Command the storm of our human will to be still, so that our human will may be reconciled with your divine will and find rest in the safe arms of your supreme fiat.